I'm a fish. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Hello. I'm here today to talk to you about, you may be surprised, but lasting dynamics. And who is Lasting Dynamics? You may be wondering. Well, Lasting Dynamics is a custom software development company, one of the top 15 software development companies in the world, actually. It has been winning awards in Italy and Spain for the last 3 years running for not just being a top software development company in general, but specifically being a React developer, being an artificial intelligence developer, for being a blockchain developer, winning awards in all of these categories. So many awards, they are coming out of our ears. You may be wondering, but John, and I am John Bell, the host of the Lasting Dynamics show. John, do you have examples of the work that you have done, of the work that Lasting Dynamics has done? And of course, my friends, I would not do that to you, my dynamos. I would not just make a claim and not back it up with evidence. What am I? Not a scientist? I am at heart. So, let's talk today about virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. So,
To warm up with one of our simplest projects,
say you have customers and they want to know, what are the things that I'm considering buying going to look like in my house? What are the things I am considering buying going to look like in my office? Say I have a globe. What is that going to look like on the table in the office? Say I have a bookcase. What is that going to look like next to the table in the office? Say I have plants. What are they going to look like on this awesome, wonderful table that we have at the office? What is this side table going to look like in the corner? I don't know. They don't know. But what we can do, and what we have done, is create software that allows them to visualize those objects in augmented reality. They can see their own space and they can see the objects in that space. So that is just one of the examples. Is that going to be the only example? No, of course not. That is not going to be the only example. We have many more. I am going to talk to you about RoundRush, which is a task management software that Lasting Dynamics created. I am going to talk to you about some of the games that Lasting Dynamics created. And all of these are examples of software we have created to show you the types of things we could make for you. We are not limited to those things. We have far larger imaginations than that. But here are just some examples of what we can do.
My name is Nora Haveshi.
My name is Francesco Italia.
I am Valerio Italia.
The first one that I worked on is RoundRush, the application. It is a task management application that we already have as a website.
Sure.
That also our company built and
Great.
is using right now. And we wanted to make a demo of that in virtual reality. It's an application where you can use your projects and create tasks for your colleagues, or close them, or assign tasks to people and move them around, how they're progressing, and check how it is.
You guys use RoundRush regularly?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like every day.
It depends, because sometimes you get big clients that they actually come with their own implementation. So it depends. A lot of times we actually present it as a viable option, and there are clients that they come on board, and yes, we do use it every day. Yeah, to create. It's an agile management software that actually allow you to create tasks and reporting and your sprints and everything.
Which is funny because we used RoundRush to create tasks to create RoundRush. Yeah, it's funny. So I was
RoundRush Inception. Yes. So here's an example. We can create these beautiful palm trees, this wonderful beach with ocean and blue sky in the background. And then on our Kanban board here, we can move a task around just by clicking and
dragging it across and then clicking and dragging it back. Or for added productivity, we can do both tasks at the same time. Another way to edit which column a task is in is to go into the task and to change the column within. And then as you'll see, that is moved over from error to ready for review. And then we can change it back by once again going into that task and changing the column within that task. Or we can create our own new task up there. Say we would like to design a product listing page. So while with this version on screen, you have to point and click to select the letters. In the latest version, it's possible to do the much faster thing, which is type on the keyboard using your fingers. A feature we will also include when developing for Vision Pro. And then we can check that it is a task, and we can put it as a low priority, and we can put it under the promotions module. We're going to assign a person and assign a reporter to this task, and then we will add the issue. And then over on the left side there, we can scroll down just like we'll be able to on Vision Pro. And there our new task is, and it's right there. And that's how, that's how you do it. And that's just one example of the things that we can do, is to put a Kanban board into virtual reality. See that net that just came up? I was a little bit too close to my physical boundary in the real world, but what we can also do is we can change the music. So instead of the regular wave sounds, slightly slower ones, or birds in the background. But let's go to the moon. Let's see what it looks like there. And here we have this wonderfully ethereal music. Let's get a bit closer there. And this is the same Kanban board with a different background. If you've ever been to the moon, feel free to correct us on what that landscape looks like. But here you are, and we even have a capsule here. These are the types of things that we can make in virtual reality. And this is just a simple example. We put a Kanban board here, but there's so much that we can do and so much that Lasting Dynamics can do in virtual reality. And, you know, I'm tired of the moon already. Let's go to the lounge, but just before we do that, let's change the music a little bit, make it a little funkier. Yeah, now let's go to the lounge. And we're just going to be here very briefly, but here's what the lounge looks like. It's kind of a co-working space, kind of a house. And like I said, same Kanban board. And here it is. What are some of the benefits, would you say, of to clients or to potential clients of having something like that? They could put task management systems in virtual reality.
As it is now, it actually is a way to make you do something that might be boring in a more exciting way. And it actually helps you go through something different. You know, you do something you have to do multiple times a day, every day, then actually gives you a sort of a spin, something, a different perspective of doing it. It will become much, much more useful, I would say, and productive when it becomes into a mixed reality thing, because there is no, there won't be any need for a mouse, for example, anymore, or a keyboard. You can just talk and you can just move the things with your hands.
So this kind of application, RoundRush, could be, and with its virtual reality component, could then be moved into mixed reality.
Oh yes,
and Lasting Dynamics presumably could do that.
Yes, correct. Yes.
So, next, we created a paddle game, we created a basketball game, we created an archery game. In the archery game, for example, you're going to shoot at targets. People can shoot at targets. Customers can shoot at targets. They can buy power-ups. They can buy better bows. If they hit the targets consecutively, they get more points, and they can use those more points to get more power-ups faster. My high score is 103. Feel free to check it out.
On the Meta website, using the Meta Quest 2 headset, for example, we will also be developing for the Vision Pro.
You can play basketball, similar idea. And in, say, the paddle game, there's multiple versions. You can play the fit version, which is a little bit more movement, a little bit healthier for you. You can also set an area around yourself called the boundary so that customers don't go outside of it and accidentally run into walls, for example. We don't want people doing that. No, we do not. No, we do not.
I'm Michele Cimmino. What I do is I'm the administrator and owner of Lasting Dynamics Group. Mm-hmm. I'm a software engineer. And
so you were telling me as well about the various services that Lasting Dynamics provides, such as in data analytics and those areas. Can you tell us more about that?
Okay, that is actually something that we do always, regardless of the project. It's a kind of standard that we follow. The service line is more in the direction of development of web application, mobile application, custom software development. Then we have blockchain, Web3, NFT service line, of course, software development. Then we have AI and also VR, AR, XR development. So the offer is quite wide. I usually summarize it this way. We have the turnkey solution, that is when we take care of about the whole process, starting from an existing software or from scratch, and then we build the entire pipeline. So UI UX design, front end, back end, quality assurance, project management, product ownership, DevOps, and many times also marketing, social media marketing, digital marketing, content creation, illustrations. It really depends how the contract is sized up, but we have a comprehensive offer for this kind of for software development at, I would say, 360 degrees. When it moves to team augmentation, it's more about us joining existing forces on software development on an account. So it can be a multi-vendor setup, it can be an in-house team that needs an enhancement or that needs to solve a specific problem. And then we partner up and work together as one team to solve these problems, to bring value and to increase the product's value. What we do for all the projects that we follow is also to include certain practices that are mandatory, that are important. So all of the time, or most of the time, the intellectual property remains to our partner that is hiring us to develop the product. So we don't have any code property, commercial property, and any other kind of legal property on the product. Data protection policy is also a big topic. At the moment, we have clear understanding and experience with Canadian, American, USA, and European data protection policies. Those that we follow the most, that are the most required from the market. It is a recent achievement with one of our partners that we became PCI for level 1 compliant. Okay. That pretty much is not that common. It's actually a big achievement. Great. And when it comes to other important aspects, usually, it's very important to build the software by immediately designing an internationalization system and localization system. So built from the ground to accommodate the translations in many different languages. We also have translators in-house that can do that. Great. And in fact, if you check our website, it is translated in English, Arabic, and Chinese Mandarin. So fantastic. Then the other aspects might be data tracking. It's super important, being able to track the behavior of the user. These are all things. I'm just giving you a list, but these are all things that, legally speaking, but also technically speaking, you have to put in place since day zero. Today, big topic is DevOps and DataOps. Everyone is in need of that. Because if you build a digital product and you want to deliver it to the market, then you have to host it somewhere. Monolithic solutions on dedicated servers are now totally anachronistic, and that they do not really belong anymore to 2023, 2024. So what we do is usually instructing a cluster, designing and building a cluster on either AWS or Azure or GCP. And but we have been working with several providers. We even built our own native cluster on providers like Ketzner or OVH, etc. Especially when you start to become GDPR compliant or PCI compliant. You need absolutely to be in a certain shape so that you could pass penetration testing. And by the way, do you know that Lasting Dynamics is also about to be ISO 27001 certified?
Someone yesterday actually happened to mention it, or Wednesday, yes.
yeah. Well, that's another interesting achievement for a small medium enterprise like Lasting Dynamics. There are a lot of huge enterprises, large enterprises that I believe it's such a shame. I'm sorry if I'm being a little direct, but not holding such important certification is quite of a problem. Lasting Dynamics is already ISO 9001 certified. That is the quality certification, and we are also carbon neutral. And we have now let's say a set of certifications that we are acquiring, because Lasting Dynamics is growing now a lot into the field of tenders and public administration collaborations.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
We already collaborate with the Italian one, the Spanish one. We are now about to start a collaboration with the Norwegian, and we will start already through with another big administration. I would say later, because otherwise competitors will. Okay.
Swoop in and Did you want to add anything about the virtual reality?
Maybe I can give you an overview. This is an industry that is growing a lot. There is a huge interest into this technology across US and Middle East and Far East Asia. Even so, the technology is bringing new options. We have been discussing this a lot into our digital transformation podcast. It's not only about business, but also education. And it's not only about gaming, but it's also about eventually enhancing the reality and giving someone especially with mixed reality, give the option to have more information, analyze more data in a lifetime while they're working, while they're doing a task in the office. And that is actually really promising. There is a huge investment in this direction from big enterprises such as Meta, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
This already gives you, and now also Apple. So this already gives you an idea of where this is going and where it will go. And I truly believe that this uncomfortable and a bit ugly hardware, the headset, will very soon become something much more thin and easy to wear. So I honestly myself cannot wait to start using Vision Pro.
Okay.
I believe it's a game changer. Apple is usually innovating a lot every time they enter with a new product line when they enter a market. And it seems that Vision Pro is already another level of competition. I truly believe that what will happen is that the Chinese companies will start to place cheaper hardware with almost the same performance on the market as it happened with the smartphones. And as soon as that happens, then everyone is going to jump into this with software development, cross-platform development. It's going to be really, really interesting. For now, what we are doing is that we are already upskilled ourselves. Now we pretty much can code whatever.
For example?
So, for example, you know that we accrued a lot of experience in constructions, insurance, and insurtech, banking, fintech, real estate, and entertainment, e-commerce, neuroscience. I see that there is an application in every industry, pretty much,
for virtual reality.
For virtual reality, but especially for mixed reality. That is the next thing. If I think about how neuroscientists work on many screens and they analyze live data and the complexity of the data curation practices that they follow, or eventually when they try to fine-tune some AI and model to make sure that would succeed better, they need to analyze a lot of data at the same time, and the eyes are pretty much involved into catching mistakes and errors. Imagine doing this across first of all, a 360 degrees space, wide space with augmented reality, with mixed reality, possibility to use your hardware and at the same time eventually analyze something while you're wearing the headset. Come on, it's a game changer. It's gonna change a lot our lives.
So, tell us more. I know you may be covered by NDAs right now, but tell us more about, or anything that you can tell us that you're developing right now in virtual reality, mixed reality, those areas.
So RoundRush and the games were not enough. You want me to tell you more? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we've done RoundRush in the games. Yeah, I don't need to talk to you about that.
Okay. So yeah, well, as you said, we're covered by NDA, so I can give you very high overview about something we are developing at the moment. There are actually some massive projects that we are working on. One is a metaverse, a whole metaverse.
Wow.
So yeah, this is a partnership with a pretty important family that is developing a metaverse that is specific for something.
Okay.
And this, it's gonna be hard. You're putting me in a bad spot. Really.
We can play a fill in the blanks game. Yeah. Is this or 20 questions? No, I won't make you say it.
No, well, but it's a whole new experience. It's something totally innovative. It's redefining the boundaries of one specific let's say community. It's gonna be huge, and the target is about having probably in the first friends and family version more than 100,000 users using this that were already collected. And we are talking about dozens of millions users after only 6-8 months of onboarding.
And that is their goals for this. Yeah,
but it's huge. It's a very big project, and we have been identified as the tech partner for this journey, and it's definitely a big pleasure. And we are collaborating also with other partners that are part of this group. And again, as it already happened in the past, we are leading this project.
Great.
That has a setup of multiple partners and. Okay, I told you already enough.
Yeah, this is the part where a laser starts focusing on your shirt.
So this, yeah, that's what's my head. So we are done. We can go.
No, you're still not yet. Okay. So what can you offer our viewers? I'm sure you can do something.
I offered a lot of information.
Yeah, but it doesn't cost you anything.
Okay, so let's put it this way. So let's put it this way. What are you looking for? What is your request?
What is my request?
What is our audience request?
Is there something you can include for free for our customers?
No. I'm sorry.
No, nothing.
We don't do things for free.
Is there something you can include at a discount for our customers?
Okay. We have been running a promotion for Black Friday that I can definitely extend to all the people that are listening to this episode and wanted to learn more about us and what we do in the VR, AR, XR sphere. And let's apply these only to this kind of development. And because otherwise administration and marketing is gonna have a problem with me. So no, well,
you're the head of the company. You can just tell them.
Yeah,
tell
everyone
them
thinks it's just like that, but it's not exactly like that. I mean, of course we have a board and we have administration, we have marketing. It would be not fair to take this decision on my own. But what I can do for sure for our audience is to apply a 5% discount on every software development request for the allocation of a team, of an agile team. That is pretty much what we do with all our partners until the end of February.
Okay. February 2024.
February 2024.
Yeah.
So this episode is probably going out in January. This means that for 2 months, January 2024, February 2024, anyone reaching out to you or through the channels that you already explained will receive a 5% discount on the allocation of the team for the first year if they want to collaborate with us. And of course, I also want to say that it's always a pleasure to invite the potential partners that really believe that Lasting Dynamics is bringing the value that they were looking for. So it's always a pleasure to invite them to come and visit us in the offices. In that case, what I want to say is that the flight is on us. We will find you a good hotel front beach so that you can you can enjoy a bit the view and come and visit us in the office. It's very close to the office to the beach, and we can talk about business in a proper way, because most of the time, talking on Zoom or on Google Meet doesn't let you really understand who you are dealing with. Both ways around. This is what I can do. Okay.
Sure.
Is it enough?
Okay, that's enough.
It's enough. Okay.
5% on these large projects is a significant amount. So
I'm glad that you understand. It's a significant amount. It's a big thing. We are not really discounting any pricing. So it's a big achievement. Good, John.
Okay. Thank you. And thank you for coming.
No, it's my pleasure to being here, and thank you for inviting me and for having me.
You're very welcome.
It is time for you to come visit us here in the Canary Islands. It is a wonderful place to be, folks. It is a wonderful summery temperature year-round, a comfortable temperature year-round. And I say that because in comparison, for example, my partner was in Madrid over the summer, and at one point at night, it was so hot that her phone stopped charging because it was overheating. And you can relax. We will book your flights for you, and we will book you a beachfront hotel. You will come to the office here. We will discuss requirements for the custom software that we will build for you. You can meet the development team, and then you can walk to the beach in 7 minutes. We can have dinner by the water. So many great things to do here while you're here. If you would like to send us dates for when you would like those flights to be, email us at info@lastingdynamics.com. You can also request information. You can request a proposal, request a quotation, all through that email as well. If you have some quick questions, find me on LinkedIn. I am JONBELL. That's John Bell on LinkedIn, or through the web address, which is linkedin.com/IN/full of ideas. Look out for that handsome face. And finally, folks, subscribe for updates. It's been a pleasure today. Talk to you soon.